Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope surprised me in a good way. This might be my Nintendo Switch game of the year. The open world maps, all the mini games, the puzzles, the new battle system, this game has a lot going for it. It's also a good looking game, running at a solid 30 FPS on the Nintendo Switch. Yes, it's not 60 FPS, but this type of strategy game doesn't really need the fast 60. It's a really bright game as well. The environments just pop, especially when you're playing on the Nintendo Switch OLED. In this video, we're gonna check out the battery life of Sparks of Hope on the Nintendo Switch LITE, the standard version 2 console, and the newest Switch OLED console. All three are on medium settings, so brightness at medium, sound at medium, and I am connected to Nintendo Online. With the battery at 100%, let's get this test started. At the 1 hour mark, there's 75% on the LITE and 81% on both the standard version 2 console and the Switch OLED. I'm going on 2 hours now, and the standard and OLED are still neck and neck at 61%, while the smaller LITE is at 49%. At 3 hours, there's 23% on the LITE, 41% on the standard console, and 42% on the OLED. The LITE got the 1% warning at 3 hours and 50 minutes. And the Switch LITE powered off just before the 4 hour mark at 3 hours and 58 minutes. At 5 hours, there's only 1% left on the standard version 2 console and 2% on the Switch OLED. The Switch OLED got the 1% warning at 5 hours and 2 minutes. The standard Switch was the next one to power off at 5 hours and 7 minutes. And the last console, the Switch OLED, that powered off 5 minutes after at 5 hours and 12 minutes. At least I got to finish the battle. Here's a summary of Sparks of Hope on all three consoles. I also included my estimate of the launch edition version 1 Switch, and that'll last you just under 3 hours. What's interesting here is how the Switch OLED isn't that much better than the version 2 for this game. Normally for games like Metroid Prime, where a large chunk of the screen is black, so individual OLED pixels are just turned off, making that OLED screen really energy efficient. But for Sparks of Hope, you have a game that's pretty bright overall with lots of whites, and for that reason, the OLED screen has to keep all the pixels on. And in turn, that pretty much gives us a battery life that's very similar to that of the standard console with the LED screen. Here's how Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope compares to other recent games I tested on the Switch OLED. So it's sort of middle of the pack as you would expect. And that's it, today's battery life test. Let me know what you think and be sure to subscribe for all the upcoming Nintendo Switch content.